In a major push for long-pending reforms, government has opened up the pension fund management for foreign players, but in a cautious manner. As of now, 26% of foreign capital is allowed. A bill currently with Parliament's Standing Committee in this regard aims to give statutory power to Interim Authority PFRDA, which has been in existence now for 9 years. This pension fund gets its contribution from all government servants who joined after 2004. Under the law, subscribers can choose fund managers and schemes and can change them as per their need.
Cabinet also approved the official amendments to the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority Bill. There were 5 key recommendations made by the Standing Committee. All 5 have been accepted. So we hope that this bill also will be passed in the ensuing session of Parliament.
Another crucial sector, insurance, that helps raise money for investment, also gets a big boost. Foreign players can now have 49% capital in their Indian joint ventures through equity and shares. This will give them more managerial powers with adequate safeguards. Way back in 2005, the UPA 1 government proposed this as part of the budget speech, and UPA 2 has been pushing it for 2 years. In passing the draft bill, government has ignored some advices of Parliamentary Standing Committee.
The Standing Committee recommended that we retain the FDI cap as 26%. We think that the FDI cap should be raised to 49%. You heard the IRDA chairman's statement over the last 2 days, where the regulator, the IRDA, has categorically stated that insurance requires huge capital, and that capital will only come if we are able to raise the FDI limit to 49%. He's strongly supported increasing the FDI limit to 49%.
Another crucial reform that has potential to bring more transparency and accountability into the corporate governance is the passage of the Companies Bill. This will help avoid Satyam type of corporate frauds by giving more powers to Serious Frauds Investigation Office. Corporates will also have to spend 2% of their average profit on social commitments.
We have approved the amendments to the Companies Bill. This again has been in the making for quite some time. The new Companies Bill was introduced in 2011. It replaces the 1956 Companies Act. It's a very important bill. It's a bill designed for the 21st century. It's a bill that takes note of the explosion in the numbers of companies in India and their reach and range. Therefore, the old bill is outdated.
For farmers also, there's something to cheer. Union Cabinet has decided to give more powers to future commodities regulator to ensure that farmers also get a good share of price hike benefits. It will also introduce new products for trading such as options and indices.
The Forward Market Commission, which is a regulator, will get autonomy and power to regulate the market effectively. New products like options will be allowed in the commodity market. This will benefit various stakeholders, including farmers, to take benefit of price discovery and price risk management.
Amendment in Competition Act to bring more sectors under it has also been cleared. The second wave of reforms comes within a month of the crucial decisions like allowing 51% FDI in multi-brand retail and easing of FDI norms in civil aviation and the broadcasting sector. Undeterred by the TMC's exit, it appears the UPA government is determined to push reforms. Ajay Mishra and Sandeep Jha's report, DD News.